Okay. Okay. First of all, Coach Julius, Ian, welcome back. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll start na lang siguro with Ian. Ian, I saw you last December in the SEA Games. You also broke a junior world record back then. And then a few
Yes.
months later, here you are breaking another world record. Talk to us about that. Kumusta yung feeling you achieved another thing and grabe yung pinagdaanan mo leading up to that.
I'm still in shock while being here. Nakaka-catch ko sarili ko like, "Ah, nanalo ako. Nanalo pala ako." And na-break ko yung record. Palagi ko yung nakaka-catch sarili ko na realizing that fact after what I went through with my father passing away, with my back injury 1 week before competition. So it was a lot of mental stuff, mental battle I had to do in the process as well. Yeah.
Could you
Mm.
tell us more about that, Ian? First of all, condolence to you and your family. It's so
Thank you.
tough, especially I know you're so close to your dad. He was one of your coaches along with your mom, Diwa. Paano yung naging preparation mo? I mean, it's so hard to deal with that while preparing for something as big as this Junior Worlds.
Well, with my father passing, I just had to go na lang with the flow and eyeball na lang everything despite the grief. And at the same time, I was training to hide the grief then to the point that I hurt myself. And that was the factor din that I needed to really realize din na kailangan ko mag-assess, um, slow down, ganyan. And to take take things one step at a time and to assess handle stuff like iuna mo na to then to not lahat at the same time because yun yung feeling ko eh lahat ko ni handle at the same time. So yun, I injured myself and I had to start from scratch. Sorry, coach. I had to deviate from the program because I felt so much grief back home. I didn't even mind the pain until it got worse.
This was your back injury, no? Tama, Ian?
Yes. Something similar happened to me back in 2024 Junior Worlds din at Spain, but this happened 2 days before we left for Spain. So I did not have time to recover. So having this come back and be more worse than before was such a nerve-wracking mental stuff. It was so bad. It was so bad to the point I couldn't even walk properly without pain. And yeah, yun nga. And to the point that I thought I couldn't compete. Kala ko, sabi ko baka I might sit this one out. But iniisip ko, this is gonna be my last junior world, so I might as well go out with a bang. And yun, sabi ko kay mama, wait lang ma, wait lang ma. Because she was asking if continue pa. Kasi we were still processing the papers to go to Egypt. And ayun, sabi ko, wait lang. Let me set this one out and let me handle this on my own. Because at the same time, I don't want her to worry. Because back in 2024, that was another thing that we went through. It was such a hard recovery for me as well. But yeah, but for me to recover in just 1 week, to like it goes to show how much I can put into one thing as long as I focus and trust the process on it. And yeah, sometimes it catches me and it really amazes me din sometimes yung mga abilities ko. Sometimes nagugulat ako, damn, naku, nagagawa ko to.
I see coach's expressions, coach.
Yeah, because I
What
didn't get to listen to him.
Yeah, before I go to coach, just balikan ko lang quickly si Ian. Siguro in that 1 week, ano siguro yung nagbago dun sa minds? You said you decided na I'll focus on one thing at a time. Ano yung nagbago and what pushed you to keep going given all that was happening in your life?
All I could think of was my dad. Like, iniisip ko lang ano yung sabihin niya sa akin that time. I know for sure he would just encourage me. Because back then, when I had this injury, he just like reassured me. And that was when we started to work with Coach Jules back in 2024. He he had some thinking and trusted Coach Jules to take me to his wing at the same time guiding Coach Jules as well. So we were just collaborating. We were one team. And dun nag-progress. Dun talaga tumaas lahat. And yeah, going back to it, ang iniisip ko lang, do it for Papa. Focus ka muna dito sa recovery mo. At the same time, think of Papa and do it for him. Yun talaga.
Yun talaga yung nag-push sa'yo to finish. But ito naman si Coach, I see the expressions. Ano yung ginawa mo nun, Coach, during that time when you heard about what happened to Albert, the injury, and you had a few weeks left before going to Egypt?
Yun, it was, I think it was very stressful naman. Pero I think Ian's a different type of athlete. Ibang level talaga. We had to really focus on his recovery. Good thing Coach Jack was there, our physio, our team physio. And basically, it just took a lot of patience and adjusting the program to make sure that he can perform at his best. Of course, it was not easy because there was a lot of things weighing against us. But we understood our goal, and I wanted to commemorate to Coach Albin because yeah, he was really one of the few coaches that really believes in me and trusted me to take Ian to the next level. And of course, I had to do this for him. And Ian has been training really hard for this, and he deserves it all. Yeah, everything he's accomplished so far.
More than just as a coach, but as someone who has been in weightlifting for a while, I guess on a personal note, ano na lang siguro, Coach, was yung naging advice mo kay Albert through that process? Kasi syempre, before you were his coach, you also know him as a person, you have a personal relationship with him as well.
Yeah, I think the first thing we did was screen
Yeah,
time.
screen time. Limit my screen time.
Yeah, I mean, I told him to turn on his screen time on his phone, and then we started to track how much screen time he's using on social media, on
Entertainment.
entertainment, and then I set daily goals for him. Okay, let's try and lessen this by how many hours a day, and then let's see how we do. Because I knew he was stressed about the pain, so I wanted him to lower his phone usage so that it lessens the amount of anxiety,
Irritation.
distraction, and there's a lot of proven science that have shown that lessening phone time, screen time, or social media scrolling before training proves better. And I think it was a testament to that, no? And I'm very proud of him for being able to sacrifice that because I know it's hard, especially for his generation. So it took a lot of compromise for us to. Sorry, I had to call you out. It took a
Okay.
lot of compromise for us, pero he understands now why I limited him on his phone because that's the only thing I can control. We cannot control the injury. We cannot control the current timeline. What we can control is what we can manage, and I think it proved to be very beneficial. No.
So fast forward to you guys in Egypt, Ian, nandun ka na sa stage, it was time for your lift. Ano yung nasa isip mo nun? Given all that you went through and then finally you were there.
Grabe yung kaba. grabe yung kawa ko dun. Kasi may first attempt sa snatch na miss ko eh. So, marami na nagpanic. To the point that hindi pumunta sa warm-up area. Slipping security. Bigla na, like, bigla na lang nakita ko sa tayo sa side ko. Hanggang si mama nagsasabi, Ian, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Sabi ko, wait, alam ko, wait. Marami talagang, kahit ako nagpa-panic na rin mismo. Tas sila din nagpa-panic. So I had to pull it out talaga. Oh man,
Nervioso. Nervioso.
nervyoso.
Mm.
At the same time, I didn't want to push it too much because I was still thinking of the injury. But at the same time, hindi. Yun nga, di ko lang talaga siya natansya. But after that, dun, smooth sailing. I got the 139, 1 kilo of best by SEA Games record. So at least, nandun yung like competition PR. And clean and jerk came. I was different. It was really different. Kasi sa snatch, ako talaga nauna. I was the first, like, very few first that went to the platform. Then when,
Yes.
then when clean and jerk came around, I was able to like lay down.
It was like an
It
hour.
was an hour. The interval between my sets were like what, 5 minutes.
Yeah, kasi it's competitive below him. Everyone is fighting below him. Then he's the last, like his first attempt is after everyone's last attempt.
Yeah. I didn't expect it. Like, what am I hitting? 175, 180? Because I hit 180 at the back. And I even surprised myself that I hit 180 in the back because coming to Manila, I didn't even get to hit 180. So sabi ko, oh, nakuha ko. Then I hit 175. Oh, I really had to make it sure talaga. Then that's for the win. Then 187, all out.
It was a great warm up.
Yeah, great warm up. The warm up was really nice. Then 190, deadlift, wala na. Next time na lang yun. All-time
Pero
record na kasi yan eh.
Iyan, dun sa 187, grabe yung emotions mo. Tapos you went to your mom. I mean, what was in your head nun after all that? Grabe
Ah,
eh.
yung after everything, grabing excitement, grabe yung kan ko, yung happiness ko. It's my first time seeing him tear up that time. So ko, Coach, you're
Yeah, I
crying.
cried.
Coach, you're crying. I'm not even crying. You're crying.
Siyempre,
Then mom cried. Then mom gave me the picture of my papa, and I showed it around. And yeah, it was really lots of emotions because ako na lang yung last mag-compete. And the team was relying on me to get the gold and sing the Lupang Hinirang for the awarding, or at least for the team. So all pressure was on me. Even the night before, hindi tayo nakakatulog ng maayos. And grabe, grabe yung kamo ko talaga. So bad. Di ko kasi makukuha rin yung confidence because I've done this before. At the same time, if I take that confidence, I also don't want it to be jinxed because that'd be embarrassing and bad at the same time. And yun, gotta take it humbly. And overall, it was so happy and uh relieved, very relieved after everything, very relieved. I just crashed in my bed, in my hotel bed. The sigh of relief after was just the best, very best. Sabi.
So, Albert, Ian, last Junior Worlds mo na yon. I guess, ano yung, where does this rank for you given na last mo na tong Junior Worlds and since 20 and you're gonna be moving on na to the senior level? Does this give you a bit more, I guess, confidence, knowing na, I mean, syempre we don't want naman na next time ma-injure ka ulit and then you have to
Oh,
go through
God
all of
forbid.
that. But yun nga, mas confident ka ba moving forward to the senior levels, knowing na you're leaving the juniors division as a champion again?
Somewhat, but at the same time, we still need to put in the work. but by that time, the weight categories will be changing once again. I'll be moving down to 70 to have a better chance of getting medals in Worlds, Asian Champs, Asian Games. At least be there. Then maybe after what? When back about 75.
I think we her and her mother and the team and I will discuss it. Pero for Asian Games, we're gonna go for 70.
Yeah. Then for the Olympic qualifyings, I'm gonna move up to 75, which is another more work to do. But I trust the process. You're adjusting your hair too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Okay.
it's
you're
really.
lucky, lucky.
Oh,
Yeah, so going back, Coach Julius, now that Ian will be moving to the senior level, I guess what does he still need to improve on, or what did you see that he needs to take to another level? Since syempre we know juniors and seniors, two different beasts.
yeah. Ian has, I think, a lot to improve on, especially in the snatch. He has a really elite clean and jerk for his age, pero I think we're still really lacking in the snatch. It will take a little bit more time, but I think I'm hoping in the next few months we'll have more time together because a lot of our time training is done remotely because Ian is studying in Zamboanga, and of course I'm here in the academy. So it's been quite a struggle to be able to work on his technique, but hoping that we'll be able to have more time one on one to be able to improve and work on his weaknesses to improve on the snatch. Pero the clean and jerk is coming along. I think I'm hoping by the time he goes up in body weight, the clean and jerk will also go up. So that also means the standards will go up. So it's still a lot of work that needs to be done. I think the next thing also that we plan to implement for Ian is sports psychology. So I definitely want to talk to Doc Karen or Minang. I want to talk to her to see if she'd be interested in working with Ian. And she's a great sports psychologist. So that's part of the plan moving forward.
What would be his next competitions? Is it before Asian Games or meron pa ba before Asian Games?
There is one competition prior to the Asian Games, pero it's more of a decision that the team needs to make together. So we still need to meet with his mother and our physio, and then will decide moving forward what will be the next competition. Pero Asian Games is set.
Ian, if ever Asian Games would be your latest multi-sport event, ano na lang siguro yung lessons na dadalhin mo from SEA Games where you got silver and then itong IWF Junior Worlds heading into yung Asian Games?
Don't deviate from the program. Yeah, yeah. Listen to coach always. That's pretty much it. I'm okay naman ako. Si Coach Chus lang talaga yung nagpapalakas sa akin. So I'm gonna listen to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then going back to yung Junior Worlds, nabanggit mo nga na biglang nandun na lang si Heidi dun sa tabi mo. How was it having our first Olympic gold medalist there watching you? And even nung SEA Games, I remember after you won, yung sabi niya sa akin was, sabi ko sa'yo, di ba ito na yung future natin sa weightlifting. Ano yung feeling for you knowing na someone like Heidi and even si Coach Julius na also helped Coach Heidi Lin reach that Olympic level, na these people are there believing in you, pushing you to keep going dito sa weightlifting.
It's very such a proud moment to get to this point now. Because back then I was just watching them from my screen, always coming back to Ate Heidi's Tokyo Olympics video and hearing them there. It's just wow. And every time I come back to their condo, I just go to the gold medal in the living room. get it and just manifest it all the time. Yeah. Uh, I think that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, such a proud moment talaga for me to get to this point. Yeah.
And you're really a manifesting king kasi Coach Julius, nung time na in-interview ko dati si Ian, he said I asked him what his goal was heading into yung, I think was that the Worlds also nun. And yung sabi niya nun was to do well and maybe break a world record. So I think he's really the manifesting king. And for you, Coach, seeing Ian improve from when you first handled him to now, ano na lang yung nakita mong sa kanya na nagbago from that first time you saw him up to this point?
I think what I'm seeing from Ian is growth. I think he's learning now. He's understanding now bakit I'm so strict, bakit strict si coach, why ano nagsetting limits. Uh he understands now why sometimes I have to be the bad cop. And it's like this. That's why like with his mom and I, we have such a good dynamic. Because sometimes it's hard when it's your mother coaching you. There's that bias, diba? And also it's good to have a second coach to also affirm what mother is saying. So it's a good collaboration. It works really well because Coach Diwa is really like she's really like the rock that holds us down, and she's a big part of this success. And the fact that they trust me, they're open to collaboration, to try new things, that's a big start in itself. And I think for Ian to trust the process, to go through the growth. I mean, he's only 19 years old, right? Diba? So it's important to understand that he's growing as a person. Then it's not always about the winning, the medals, the records. As long as he grows as a person, it's important.
And Ian, I guess lastly on my end, your dad has been such a huge part of your journey, not just as a weightlifter, but as a person. I guess what would he have thought of this achievement of yours?
He'd be jumping in he'd be jumping of joy. I remember like a couple of days ago, my sister sent me like a screen record back when I won in Peru, and I saw him being happy. It's just making me miss him even more. The video call screen record after I won, because after I won, I instantly called like the family, because that was also my comeback game after my injury. So it was really, and there was lots of criticism after that game, after I injured myself, and having that game, having me won that game, it was such a triumph for us as a family, as a team too.
Would you say you're also the one parang living the dream for your family, especially your dad also?
Yeah, yeah. I know for sure. Like, uh, I, again, I love doing this for the family. Then at the same time, and when I was a kid, this was basically my childhood, and to be at this level where my seniors were, it was like a dream come true for little Ian. He wouldn't believe me if I go back in time and tell them him this. And my the the, the, the phone
It's okay.
fell. Sorry, but yeah, yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Now that you've achieved all these so far, what's the goal now? The next goal
Mm,
for coach
Qualify.
also.
qualify Olympics qualifiers 200. It's always been my goal. To well, my goal is like in general was to beat my dad's record as a like light heavyweight, like this bodyweight. Because back then, my dad used to be a 1995 SEA Games champion, and with with his numbers, I can do it. I want to beat his record because I remember back then when he said to me, if I get 200, he'd personally but like bow down to me and call me his master. And man, yeah. And I remember telling myself, if I get 200, I'm instantly running to the cementerio. I'm instantly running to the cementerio. Get on my motor and go to the cementerio. Wala na. But yeah, it's really my goal talaga to beat his record. Hopefully. Yeah.
How about you, coach? I guess what is your goal for Ian, especially now that you'll be working more closely with him this time?
I think for Ian, I think it's continuous growth. Um, at the end of the day, for me, I've been there, not as an athlete, but as a coach. I've been there, and I think there's still going to be a lot of work in personal growth that we will work on. And of course, I'd love for him to qualify for the Los Angeles Olympics. Pero I really want to see him continue to grow as a person. You know, he's a wonderful kid. And of course, I really felt his father with me there and on the platform when he lifted that record. And you know, I still want to continue to help him grow as a person because um, it's not easy. You know, once he becomes an Olympian, it's the base camp of the next climb to the next summit. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of distractions. There's going to be um, a lot of things that will happen, and he will still need the guidance because I've been there and I didn't have that guidance. You know, and I want to be there for him to know that the success, it can get to you. And we always remember where we came from, our roots, the people in our lives that have always believed in us. Because now there will be a lot of people who will come into our lives that we don't know their true intentions. And I think my goal for him is to trust the right people, and to trust the process that we build for him.
On that note, thank you, coach. Thank you so much, Ian.